Tap, tap.
I was on the road.
Yeah.
Securing that bag, getting that cake, yeah. They missing the way, yeah. She used to play, yeah.
Used to play.
Now she on my face,
Y'all in my face.
This is a game. 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 Board your claim. Dog your game. Switching for lanes. Always not the same. Low down daddy. Put you to shame. What is her name? She got a red range. It's moving insane. I vote Cody. Blood in my neck.
Eyes on my road.
I was messed up. They didn't notice. They didn't notice. They didn't notice. Now I got guap. They be on me. Now they on me. Now they on me. These niggas, they be so fake. They not your homies. They try to get your baloney. These niggas full of baloney. She say I'm running a race. Say my name on the ticket. She say why you out here so late. Everybody
I was on the road.
Yeah.
Securing that bag.
Yeah.
Getting that cake.
Yeah.
They missing the way, yeah.
She used to play.
Used to play.
Now she on my face.
That's y'all in my face.
This is a game. 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 Board your claim.
Fuck is he claiming?
Dog your gang.
Throw that shit up.
Switching for lanes. Always look the same. Pull out a beach. Japping me brain. Big flashing on pics. Cause it's been on my jeans. Look at my kicks.
Kicking that shit like my name was Luke Kang. I took your little bitch and fed her to pay me. You boy, I swear we not the same.
He say he better than me, yes.
Alright.
Say she never did these drugs all night. We ain't good, they cannot judge us all life. Keep somebody that I love close by. Cause they want me to die with my clothes on. We gon' put his ass in the motherfucking trunk. He tried to cross his own
Smoke your
line,
ass.
almost smoked him. Now he forced to live that
I
life.
was on the road.
Yeah,
Securing that bag.
Yeah,
Getting that cake.
Yeah, they missing
Missing the way,
away.
yeah.
She used to play.
Used to play.
Now she on my face.
That's y'all in my motherfucking face. You in or you out. This is a game.
This is a game.
This is a game.
This is a game. This is a game. Board your claim. Start your gang.
Switching for lanes in that Tesla truck. We in a Tesla truck. Alex is still driving 143 days later. I'm still in the way back. I got these fucking front toe leaves. I got a pound of elbow mac. Wait, hold on. Let me see how many people is in here. We got 52 people. I need about 2 pounds. I need 2 pounds of elbow mac. I got 2. Yeah, let me see. What do I got? Yeah, I got 2. And I'm finna roll something up the size of my fucking bicep. That's what the fuck I'm finna roll some. I'm finna roll something up the size of my fucking bicep. And we're just gonna fucking pass them hoes around. If you don't smoke, you're still smoking, because if you're gonna get fucking smoked out, fuck you're gonna get. That's what the fuck you're gonna get. You come to speculation, motherfucker. You think you're not finna get high off of this spec? Yeah, man. That last space was fun. That last space was fun as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was pretty good. I never get tired. Of doing the old the old Candyman. Bloody Mary. Beetlejuice. I never get fucking tired of that bit. I fucking love it. I love it. Oh man. But what I don't love is when my baby's up all night because this motherfucker's screaming all in my fucking bathroom mirror. That's what I don't love. I do not love that part. It's fun on Spaces, but it's all fun and games on Spaces. But then when I turn the fucking phone off and I try to go to sleep, try to put my baby to sleep, you know, you guys are gone. You guys are off doing whatever in the metaverse. And this motherfucker, I'm in bed, laying down next to my baby. I'm trying to pass out for the night. I might have some South Park playing in the background just to help go to sleep to and shit. And I hear this motherfucker. Oh shit, he's back. He's fucking back. God damn it, he's fucking back. So yeah, that's what I don't. That's dude. I never get tired of doing the bit for y'all, but what I do get tired of is, you know, after the shit is over, it's not over for me because he's actually in my mirror in the bathroom, and the bathroom is like right by my door, so like it's like right by my room, so it's like I'm screwed, but it is entertaining. So anyway, any fucking way, we got a good show for you guys tonight. I believe, dude, we're supposed to have the first hacker to ever get imprisoned for hacking, which really he was just doing his fucking job, which kind of fucking, it is what it is. But we got the first ever hacker who was imprisoned for hacking. His name is Sir Alberto Daniel. Fuck, I forgot what his name was. God damn it, man. That's my bad. That's my bad. I was having too much fun earlier. I was having way too much fucking fun earlier. Hold on. His name is Alberto Daniel Hill. Yeah, Sir Alberto Daniel Hill. I don't know if you guys know of him, but he's pretty interesting. I was watching some interviews today. Theon actually sent me some interviews, and I was like, "Holy shit, this motherfucker is badass!" Like, I don't know, dude. Smart people. I like smart people. I'm kind of, dude. The whole thing behind speculation is this is all speculation. We actually don't know shit. You know, we're not quite shitheads. We don't know shit. This is all speculation. That's the theme of the show. So I'm trying to fill my head up. I'm trying to fill my head up with some shit, you know, and smart people have some shit. So I want to get some shit from smart people. So I love smart people, and I'm kind of try to be the dumbest person in the room so I can just soak everything up. You know what I mean? So yeah, when we get people like that to come in and give us information like you know, hacking information, like I'm an IT major, so I've always just been interested in that kind of shit. So I don't know, man. And also, like, I'm a bit of a jailbird as well, so I do have an interest in that kind of shit too. So I just wonder, like, you know, like how were things for you in fucking jail type shit, you know what I mean? Like that shit it's interesting to me. It's fucking interesting. I'm a fucking weirdo. Fuck it. I'm a fucking weirdo. So, but anyway, I want to take it to Theon because this motherfucker set the. Oh shit! Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Let me add you to co-host, sir, so we can get you up here properly. Give you the seat that you deserve. I don't know if you can accept that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm bullish.
Yeah, let's go. I'm bullish still, man. Thank you for Alberto for being here today because I mean, this guy he's been everywhere. Alberto's been everywhere. If you don't know Alberto, you guy you're gonna meet Alberto today because even Chat GPT knows Alberto. If you type in his name on Chat GPT, you're gonna get the whole full page over there. So, Alberto, thank you very much for being here.
Oh no, thank you for inviting me. Actually, I have to tell you, I am waiting for my pizza. So at any minute, my my bell might ring. So I will leave you for a second. I have to eat. No, thank you for having me here. Yeah, let's speculate. And by the way, I'm not the first hacker who was sent to prison. I am the first hacker who was sent to prison in my country. That's a tiny detail.
That's great because we have seen a lot of you. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot of you. Alberto, he don't have his own book. He has his book published, and I see him over where. I think if you type this guy on YouTube, you see his name. You know, a lot of talking about hacking and stuff. But what did inspired you, Alberto, to become a hacker or a security expert?
Actually, what inspired me? Actually, it was something that happened to me when I was 10 years old. I have my first computer that was a Spectrum that had 48 kilobytes of RAM.
and I started playing around. I have a device that would send an interruption to the processor, and I could basically, interrupt the processor, see the dump of the memory in assembler, and that's where I started playing and trying to understand the different instructions in assembler that were doing different things in game. So, for example, if a game had 5 lives, I would look for a registry, for example, load registry A with the value 5, and wherever I would find that, I would change the number 5 with another number to see if I could get more lives. And most of the times it was bingo, and that's how I started learning assembler and modifying games at the age of 10. And ever since then, computers have been my life. So it's like I never doubt about what I would do in my life. I have always have that clear. I actually have a degree on computer sciences, but that is just a piece of paper that means nothing to me when it comes to the knowledge that I might have acquired. Most of the people that are really good in computer security hacking do not have a fucking sorry degree. That's something that is completely to me. It's just for something that is meaningless. For me, it's like something that is part of my life and will always be part of my life until I die.
Alberto, have you been tested, bro? Like, are you a genius or something? Because 10 years old, what the heck? That's so cool.
uh, yes, I haven't tested, but the results are completely relevant. It's all about curiosity. It's about getting something where you realize you have a huge passion for, and when you find that thing that you feel that passion for, then intelligence becomes secondary. What drives you is other things. What you can basically get, where you can actually. Uh, how far can you go in that field? It's not depending upon your intelligence. It's depending upon your passion, your how much you love that. Yeah, I think intelligence is something that is doesn't play the. It's not the most important element when it comes to doing something. I'm not going to say that I'm good at this, but in general, I mean, intelligence for me is secondary, if not in another place. And I have to tell you, when it comes to other types of intelligence, such as emotional intelligence, I'm a disaster. My emotional intelligence is really terrible. Uh, I have to really try to manage that in a better way than I do. So it's all a combination of different things in personality that makes you, I don't know, do things that maybe other people do not do in the field that you are working in or doing stuff.
So do you do stuff in Web3? I noticed that you went to jail for like basically doing your job, and I do want to talk about that because that interests me a lot. But I wanted to ask you because this is a Web3 kind of space that we're all in. I don't know if you kind of see all the all the cartoon pictures and PFPs and stuff, but like, so are you interested in Web3 at all? Like, do you do anything in Web3
Well,
gaming?
I will tell. Yeah, yeah. Of course, I will tell you. I started using Twitter Spaces, talking about cybersecurity in general, trying to teach people about certain basics when it comes to cybersecurity, security, social networks, uh, awareness about cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and at one point. I started seeing that there were these Twitter spaces that were full of people that were having these images of animals in their as profile pictures, and I thought, wow, what's this? And well, I just didn't pay much attention to that. I just stay away from those group of strange people. And but at one point, I started seeing on my timeline that those people started tweeting, okay, my MetaMask was hacked. I lost all my Ethereum. I was a victim of a scam. And these strange people with those pictures of animals were tweeting that much more than the rest of my contacts, the rest of the people in Twitter. So I was wondering, what is the difference between these strange people and the rest, that they are so tweeting so many things about being victims of hacking and stuff like that. So I was very curious. So I decided, okay, Alberto, take a deep breath and go and interact with these strange people and try to figure out what's going on there, that so much hacking is going on and so many people are losing their cryptos. Okay, so I enter into some NFTs communities. Actually, one of the first I entered into was one a space that was being hosted by Hotshot, and he had lost his access to his main account a couple of days before I entered, because okay, many people that were exposed by him actually report him, and Twitter suspended his account. And I was there with another person who works in media, in communications, in Twitter. She's really known, and we started a little campaign in order to get his account back. And this was I don't know, at 1 2 p.m. Sorry, 1 2 a.m. On one day, and by next day, very early, he got his account back. Wow, that's how it all began. But the fact is that, okay, I started entering into NFTs spaces, trying to ask, okay, what's going on? And actually, when I realized what NFTs were all about, well, I never left. I'm actually here to stay. I love Web 3.0. I love NFTs. Actually, I am working right now on the final version edition of my book, and that book will only be available as NFT. 100 copies will be minted, and you won't be able to get them in a traditional publishing way platform. Only if you want to read it, you will have to buy the NFTs. Yeah, to that point, I reached my love for the NFTs and the Web 3.0.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I love it, bro. That's how it is. That's exactly how it is. Like it looks weird and strange and odd at first. Like what are all these weirdos doing? It's almost like a cult, right? Like these guys are a cult. They all have the same picture. They're the same ape or the same bunny or whatever. But then you kind of like, come that's the outside looking in, right? Then you come in and in from the cold. You come in from the cold and it's like, oh, okay, this is family, this is community, this is, these people actually care about each other. They're all trying to make money together. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I like it. I think dude, I'm the same way. I'm here. I'm never going. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving.
Absolutely, and you know what? Right now, I'm using this profile picture only because it's part of my personal branding. But I have a lot of profile pictures that yeah, I can use belonging to different communities that I won't mention here. But yeah, the fact that I'm using this profile picture, that is, by the way, an NFT, but it's not any kind of animal. It's just that is me. It's just because of it's my image on the internet. Otherwise, I would be using a profile picture of a project. And you mentioned something interesting. You look like a cult. Yeah, for me, you were like a strange cult of people doing strange things. And absolutely, you describe it with the word that I actually first thought about when I started looking at those group of people with those. Oh my God, this is a cult, actually.
Yo, you would not believe how many times we do get called a cult. Like it's kind of insane. But it is what it is. Like even I don't know. Like I said, I'm never leaving. And if we could get you to change your profile picture, I would be trying to. We actually are giving away a bunch of these DeFi apes, which I don't know if you can see my picture, William, Shilly Bag, Dano, Tudo. We've got a bunch of DeFi apes in here. Rue, Wunda, Ko, Shan, K, a bunch of DeFi apes in here. Cash. Um, we have. I'm pretty sure we can get you one if you're interested. We're a really good community, and we would love to have you in our community. The number I'm gonna call. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The number one hacker on all blockchains combined. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
Big
What's good?
facts. Big
Hell
facts.
yeah, hell yeah. So actually, what I want to do now, I want to talk to you a little bit about. I want to talk to you a little about your past. Like, I've been to jail before. Not for doing my job though. I did some crazy shit. You basically just you found some you were doing some pen testing, some penetration testing, and you found basically an exploit, and you told the company, and they pretty much got you arrested. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened with that?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I wasn't doing any penetration testing. I was actually with my ex-girlfriend trying to get her an appointment for a doctor. I was doing that, and she told me, "Okay, can you go to the website of my medical provider? I need an appointment with certain doctor." I went there, and she was about to tell me, "Okay, do you need my username and password?" And I said, "No, it's okay. I'm already in." And she said, "What? Yeah, I'm here and I have administrator privilege. I could enter with the username admin and the password admin, and I could actually see be like an administrator there in the system that was holding more than 200,000 medical records. Holy shit, that was serious. I couldn't believe it, but yeah, it's what I did of entering admin as username and password is something that is just part of me. Whenever I enter into a site, just for the fun of it, I try those kind of things, and sometimes they work. But never expected that to work in a medical provider site, storing so much information that is so sensitive and so it should be really protected in a way that it really wasn't, and for me was shocking. So all I could do was, okay, this is a big problem. This shouldn't be like this. So I immediately contact the CERT of my country, that is the agency of the government that takes care of this kind of issues, saying, okay, I connected from this IP using this username and password. I could enter into the system with administration privilege. Kind regards, and I sent that email to the CERT. By the way, was not the first time I did that. I mean, as part of working in cybersecurity for so long, whenever I was finding certain kind of vulnerabilities on certain sites, for me it was normal to contact the CERT. I wasn't contacting directly the people in charge of those systems. In some cases, yes, I did when things were minor and were not very serious according to me, but in most of the cases I prefer to report that to the agency of the government in charge of taking care of that, because it was for me a much serious way of dealing with that. Contacting the company would actually, I don't know, the outcome for me, I would prefer to have a third party in the middle dealing with this instead of doing that myself. So yeah, I sent, and within an hour, the director of the CERT replied my email saying, okay, yeah, we could confirm that the information you sent was correct. So yeah, that was it, and I forgot about that. After I reported that to the CERT, it's not my problem anymore, saying that because it was a hell of a problem, and that's it. Then I forgot completely about that, and it wasn't my problem anymore, and it was a big relief because it was something really, really bad.
You know, the funny part about it is, we like as I guess as IT people, as IT guys, like, we know that admin password works, but and we also know, like, hey, you can get it, you can, like, you got to change your, what else is it, like, there's a bunch of things that you have to change, like your Wi-Fi, your router password, like all that kind of stuff. People can just get in.
Everything that is by default, yeah, that is part of what's called hardening. That is, for example, changing all the default credentials in your system. Yeah, modifying that is a must. If you had a checklist of the things that you must do before having launching a system, modifying those kind of credentials by default is one of them. And imagine people, we do that in our houses. In a medical provider, they didn't bother to change admin in a system that was actually exposed to the internet. Imagine if bad guys could have tried that and asked, okay, give me 2 minutes, my pizza is here. If you don't mind, I'm sorry. I'll be right
It's
back, okay?
okay. It's okay. Everybody's got to eat.
Yo,
Everybody's got to eat.
one thing you see, Block, when you're talking with Alberto, you always hear a mouse clicking in the background. Did you
Yeah,
hear that?
he's on it.
When you talk to Alberto,
He is on it. He's
he's
probably
on it.
hacking some shit
He's
right
like,
now. He's hacking into the CIA right now.
yeah. But it's true, right? Because back in the days, and when when they installed like the ESS service from the one Microsoft Service ESS, most of the Vault service, they had admin, but you had to change that. If you don't change that, you're fucked. You're screwed.
Yeah, bro, you have got to. You have absolutely got to, man. Like, and people don't even realize like uh that these defaults are the default for everything. Every single router, every single, like, they're the same default password for everything. So you have to just change that. Dude, there was a hack that happened recently. I say recently, it was within the past like 5, 6 years or so, where people were hacking into people. I say they weren't even hacking; they were just using the default password. They were hacking into people's their phone, their I think it was a website. And they were looking at people's cameras, all their cameras, like whether it's for certain different companies, and they had laptop cameras, they had security cameras, they had little kids cameras in their rooms, all that kind of stuff. And some people were like talking to people, scaring them. Like, holy crap, dude, scaring the crap out of. So imagine your camera starts talking to you, and it's like some weirdo's voice. Imagine it's in your kid's room and they're talking to your kid, telling them to do stuff like, hey, this is God. Like, wait a second. And you can't find out who it is. It's just some guy who randomly logged into your camera. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy,
I
bro.
remember that they built a whole website over that. You can log into the website and you can see all the cameras that were on. And you can use access. It's just totally free. That was
Yeah, bro.
crazy.
I
Like
immediately changed my password after that.
even baby phones, they're connected to the Wi-Fi. Baby cameras and stuff like that.
Yes.
This is scary, bro.
Like that's the weirdest thing, bro. And they built a whole site, and it was like YouTube almost, but with actual people. It was like YouTube but with people. You can see them living their lives. Like, what the crap? What is this? What is going on right now? Let's take it to William, then we'll take it to King Gaston. What's good, William?
Yo, what's up, guys? Dude, I actually hopped in the space and I saw Alberto and took my attention that I have been following him for a while. Like I knew about his story like years ago, and I actually followed him back because when I got my account turned into Web3 stuff, I unfollowed like everyone before. But anyway, dude, I knew his story and I was stoked he was here. I'm definitely interested in him getting involved in Web3 because I'm pretty sure he can not like hack stuff, but like, dude, like for real, get us a lot of knowledge about keeping or web adventures safe out there. And also, I just learned something like don't fuck with any admin password admin places anywhere anytime like do not have fun, Alberto. You just don't try to have fun on websites again, please.
It's not about having fun. It's about this curiosity that, okay, um, uh, it's like I don't know. It's instinctive, and the first time my story was being told to the world was in Darknet Diaries by Jack Resider. That is the link on my bio, darknetdiaries.com/episode 25. And Jack Resider actually mentions that that is something he also does with his health provider. It's something common that I don't know if uh, any of you guys who are here also try those kind of things when entering into a website, or okay. There's an issue here that I think is important in the USA. As far as I know, trying to enter into a system that doesn't belong to you without the authorization of the owners of the system is actually a crime. Correct me if I'm wrong, which is not the case here. So doing those kind of things might get you in trouble. Well, I got in trouble anyway, but just trying that, I think in the USA might be considered a crime. Is that correct?
Dude, I think we all agree it's fucked up that you as a consumer, basically a tester, you find out you find that out and that you got in trouble and not the business company that got all that like sense like yeah delicate information just out there so easy to get. It's actually good that fall in your hands that you didn't do anything wrong with it. But what if not? Like no one else would have got in trouble, but like the company, and it's really twisted that you got in trouble finding out that hundreds of people could have been affected by this.
Absolutely, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I also I will keep telling my story because this was just the beginning. We're talking about October of 2014. It's been almost now 9 years or 8 years and a half, but that was just when it all began. So imagine this. In 2015, again, my girlfriend told me, Alberto, would you mind entering? And I didn't learn my lesson, so I entered into the health provider site. And this time, guess what? I didn't needed to type any kind of credentials, any username or password. When you you have spent so much time in front of systems trying to figure out any potential flaw, any potential weakness, you can smell by what you can see in front of you, or just I don't know, reading the source code of the page, and some other stuff, you can smell that something might be likely to be wrong. And a year after that, well, something else was wrong, and I could access to the 200,000 medical records. But this time, all I had to do was just alter a parameter in a URL of the system, and I could be browsing through all the medical records without any kind of authentication, no username or password required. It was out there for everybody to actually surf through all the records. And I said, fuck, okay, I should stop entering to the website. I would tell my girlfriend, okay, you go use this site, not me. Okay, I did the same. Send an email to the start of my country in order for them to take care of this. But for me, it was surprising because after the first report, I would have take for granted that the government would have actually been hard on them, being I don't know. If I was in charge of the CERT, I would have make the medical provider conduct an audit on the system, or a pen testing in order to find any other potential flaws. Because when it comes to hardening, they didn't did the basis. Okay, it's pretty likely that they didn't do other kind of security controls that are completely a must in a system like that. But obviously they did not, and this time the problem for me was worse than initially. Imagine this: Imagine somebody creating a text file with all the URLs, with browsing the medical records and submitting that to Google crawling those files, and then you could just type the name of a person, and you could get the results in Google of the medical records of this person. That would be terrible, but that would be something completely possible in this scenario.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. But let's take it to King Gaston, and then we'll go to David. What's good, King?
So yeah, definitely somebody got fired on that thing, man. What you did, definitely somebody got fired. But basically, there's four levels of information. There's military information, there's healthcare, there's credit card information, and personally identifiable information. And healthcare is like the one below military. So I'm surprised that they just left it admin and admin. That's kind of dumb. But I used to work for Disney, and all their publishing assets used to be available. Like you said, like you couldn't basically, you could just go and hit a URL and get all their publishing assets, like children's books and like all the books they made, print ready quality. Okay, I could have took that and just put it on a disc and escaped and basically made money for the rest of my life, like just printing those and selling them. But I didn't. But I always worked on the pen side, penetration testing side. I mean, I always worked on the defensive side, not on the pen side. But if you want to really lock things down, there's an IB, and I'll finish this right now. There's an IBM product called Data Power, which is like a security gateway, and that shit, like they use it for military systems. You're not bypassing that at all. Like, no way. There's no way. Like, there's no way you're hacking.
Yeah, I have to tell you. Yeah, I would like to tell you something. In Uruguay, we don't have military information because of the nature of our country. The most sensitive, we have information that is public. Okay, the most sensitive information is the health records. Those that is information that should be protected with the the strongest controls by the custody of any system. That's the top. There's nothing more uh, more that should be more secure than medical records in my country. And imagine having this kind of issues. Why was the medical provider not punished or liable to any kind of sanction or fee? I mean, fine or anything. Nobody ever questioned about this system in the medical provider. Nobody ever questioned or took action in order to force them to make it strong. And it wasn't. I mean, how can you have online a system like that? I mean, I found that and I reported that, but who can tell that in that time frame between 2014 2015 nobody else actually find the same things that I found, but just didn't report that, and I don't know, kept a record of information or installed, I don't know, did something malicious with that. I don't know. I have no idea. I just did what I thought it was the right thing to do, the only thing I could do. Like you, I could actually have made a lot of money if I was a criminal. But okay, that was not an option for me. But for many people, that is a way of living, and they wouldn't question if they find that kind of problem. They wouldn't think it twice. They would just try to profit from that.
Okay, real quick, Alberto. So this show is we started a little bit late, and we have to end it here in a few minutes. I'm wondering if we can get together on the back channels, if I can DM you and see if there's another time, maybe another day later this week or so, that we can come back and tackle these issues. Okay, cool. I'll DM you and we'll.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Of course, I mean, we can talk as many times, I mean, in many spaces as you want, and just, yeah, just let me know when, and I will be here and keep talking about this. I
Awesome.
would love to.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Look, man, I appreciate you having you here. I really do. I'm dude, I'm a little awestruck, a little starstruck just because like, bro, you went to jail because you're smart. You went to jail because you're curious. You went to jail because, other people just didn't do and you did the right thing about it too. You didn't use that information, sell that information. You weren't nefarious in any kind of way. You just did what you were supposed to do, and you told people like, hey, this is happening. Can you guys fix it? And then, it got you in trouble. So like, I don't know. I really admire you as a human being, and I really appreciate you being here. So I want to take it before we head out. I do want to let everybody know I posted up to the top. We got Barker Bite here in a few minutes. I don't think it's actually started just yet, but we do. Oh yeah, we do have Barker Bite here in a few minutes. But let's before we head out, let's take it to Theon. What's good?
The most funny thing is about Alberto's story is the people that sent him to jail are the same people then ask him for help afterwards. That's crazy.
Dude, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. Like, and that's how it is. Like, what did Alex post the other day? He was like, first they doubt you, then they clout you. First they fade you, then they imitate you. Like, that's how it always works. That is how it always works. It's literally just like, some jealousy type stuff, and I don't understand it. I truly don't. But yeah, so let's hop out. Let's hop out. We got Chili Bitch up here. We haven't seen Chili Bitch in a long time, man. I wanna throw it to him before we head out. What's good, Chili?
I swear